Now, hey Sam, how are you?
Hey Liz, phenomenal. How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm so glad that you're here with me to chat about what you've been up to lately. It's been a while. And for those tuning in, I just really wanted to get an opportunity to chat with Sam, who's doing awesome things to help agents out there. So I just figured it would be a great opportunity to chat about what he's up to and see how he can provide value for all of you. So Sam, if you just want to kind of start with your story and who you are, what do you do?
Yeah, so there's quite a bit of background to that. My name is Sam Apotheker. I'm a real estate agent and I have a marketing agency. I used to go by Sam Perello for people that knew me in the community, but I go by my mom's maiden name now. Was raised by a single mom, so like to give credit where credit's due.
That's
She did all
awesome.
this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I changed my name to Sam Apotheker, and I also am from Boston, so I used to work with Liz. We used to do deals together. I was an agent in Newton, Massachusetts,
Mhm.
and um, I've recently moved to Los Angeles, and I strictly focus on the marketing side of things now, although I'm currently getting licensed out here.
Oh, cool.
So that's a brief background on me, kind of how I got started in marketing and how
Yeah.
I got out of real estate. So when I was coming up in the game, I got licensed because I'm a musician. I wanted to go to Berklee College of Music. And my mom was like, you got to figure out a way to pay for this. The working at Pete's Coffee is not going to cut it. So I got into real estate and I was like doing that for a few years in college. And then I got more serious when I got out.
Mhm.
And from there, I wanted to grow my business. I was really hungry to grow. I tried things like the Buffini training, different trainings in the office, Keller Williams trainings, and ultimately I found myself yearning for more. So I was online, just kind of voraciously going through all of the YouTube videos I could, Google University,
Yeah,
and
that's right.
exactly. It's amazing. You can actually learn so much from online now.
True.
It's almost out for free. It outdoes what you can probably learn from a university for 4 years of college.
Yeah.
So, I started trying all these different things I was seeing online, watching videos from like salespeople like Grant Cardone, other people in the real estate industry like Brian Casella,
Mhm.
Graham Stephan, these guys on YouTube that were making videos on how to grow your real estate business.
Yeah.
And, I kind of came across communities online, and ultimately it was finding mentorship in how to grow myself through digital marketing, and actually going to in-person masterminds. Like I flew to LA in 2017 to go to one of the communities that I paid for a course, was hosting an in-person mastermind, and
Mhm.
it blew my mind. Like seeing the people there, seeing 18-year-olds doing, six figures a year through what they were
Yeah.
doing online. People had Amazon businesses, coaching businesses, agencies, and it just blew my head open with what was possible. And that really enamored me and got me involved in the digital space. I kind of determined, being at the cutting edge of technology was going to be important for me in the long term, you know. Do,
Absolutely.
yeah. Sorry, I'm doing a monologue here.
No, I love it. I love it. This is great. Keep going.
Yeah, so I just want to like pepper into my story and like how I kind of got into this and
Yeah,
why I'm
please.
so dedicated to the digital space. Like it just blew my mind what was going on at these masterminds, and like hearing the speakers present as well as just meeting my peers. It just opened me up to the fact that if you know how to leverage these systems, it's the best way to grow your business.
Mhm.
And I just kept hearing too many stories, so I had to get in on it.
Yeah. Well, and I feel like especially nowadays where, that one-on-one interaction is, not as common anymore due to the COVID, that, having gotten in front of that sort of digital push earlier, puts you in a totally different level than most people. And that's just what you can offer agents who just don't know where to start. So maybe you can talk about what platform your sort of what you offer to agents, how you help them, and focus a little bit on that piece.
Got you. Yeah. So I have a core offer. There's a lot of different actions you can take online, and it can get easily confusing. So I like to focus on one core offer that provides the most value and the greatest ROI for real estate agents. I used to do everything under the sun and just kind of market myself as a, full scale, full service agency. But that's not what's most effective. And what I found to be most effective is generating new business opportunities. So originally we used to just generate the leads, but I also found that lead management, lead follow-up, converting the leads became an issue for agents when you're generating over 100 leads a month. It's just a lot to manage, like calling 100 people, calling them multiple times, texting them, emailing them, trying to get in touch
Not
with
to
them.
mention what a lot of people hate to do. Like that is, I feel like from a lot of agents' perspective, one of the things that they dislike the most of sort of their job.
Yes, 100%. Calling the leads is sort of kissing the frog or swallowing the frog. And, it's nice, averse to cold calling and, doing all this networking and, asking for referrals and stuff. It's nice to have leads come to you every day. And
For sure.
I've had new agents in the game. They're like, dude, I couldn't have run this business if I didn't have your leads coming in.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So
because,
you still do focus on the lead generation assistance?
So we've switched up the model a little bit. I look at it as sort of a whole process to get the result. So we started incorporating US based ISA teams to actually call, text the leads over the 90-day period. And that way you don't have to deal with manual follow-up if you're an agent.
That's nice. So maybe you can just say really quickly of what ISA is for those who don't know.
So an ISA is an internal sales agent. This would be your expert concierge. They're going to call the leads on your behalf as a team member. So it gives you a little bit more expert positioning. And they're going to go ahead and pre-qualify them with all of your criteria. Some agents want more information, some want less. So they're going to have that conversation, warm them up to you, and then we'll either live transfer that lead directly to your phone if you're available to talk, or they'll text and email you all of the conversation that they had with the lead in order to follow up with that lead and book an appointment on your calendar with them.
That's incredible. So essentially you're weeding out all of the, I don't want to say stale leads, but the leads that just, exactly, the tire kickers. That's huge because for, I think the majority of agents, they would be able to enjoy that part of their job more if they knew that the people that they were speaking with actually could go somewhere, because obviously time is money and everyone's time is valuable. So being able to have those tire kickers sort of removed from the list and really just get zeroed in on the people who will likely make a move potentially, that just makes, I think, all agents' lives way easier.
Totally. And it's just not their strong suite sometimes to call and follow up as much as our ISA team will do on their behalf. So, generating the opportunity is the first step, but if you don't maximize, and if you're not there to call the lead the second it comes in too, Liz, we have less attention span than a goldfish. No, straight up on social media. And we scroll the length of the Empire State Building.
It's true.
Every day.
It's true.
It's crazy. Like if you don't call them right away, you're not gonna, be remembered.
It's gone.
Yeah, the impression's not there. And that's not to say for like every lead. Of course, every individual is different, but it's a filtering process.
Yeah. No, it's interesting because I always remember, so as you know, I go to a lot of real estate focused like seminars and things like that, that attorneys that generally, we don't really have like bettering your business seminars. So I hop in on all the real estate ones. And a lot of them, especially, let me just talking about expireds, for example, it's all about getting that first call, because when something goes expired, for example, everyone's getting this list. And so if you're not that first person calling, but it's too early or not early enough, and a lot of people just get frustrated in navigating sort of that. So having those that part just shifted to someone else again, it also gives that impression that your business is much potentially bigger than it is, because you have a concierge, you have this person who's then going to provide you with the second step in a conversation. So that also just kind of gives it more of an aura of a real business, which is what our agents want. They want to have that full scale business.
Exactly. You know, it even works for me, Liz. I have somebody call my leads that flake on my appointments, and they're much more attentive when I have a business partner call them.
Definitely. It's true. It's a little je ne sais quoi. Awesome. So I actually have another really quick follow-up.
Yeah.
So if an agent, you know, who is sort of your ideal, who's your ideal client, and how do they get in touch with you?
Got you. Yeah. So my ideal agent, or I even work with loan officers, is somebody who's looking to grow their business. If you're not motivated to grow, if you don't have a new goal, if you don't have the desire to actually put the work in, because this stuff doesn't just work itself, the clients don't just work themselves, and also somebody who's coachable, who's willing to learn, and actually, you know, take my advice, implement our systems, because we do, you know, weekly check-ins with all of our clients to either optimize their current process that we're doing, optimize the ads, or give them advice on certain actions they could be taking to increase the probability of success.
That's also, there's also like this coaching component to it and holding you accountable, which is like, I feel a lot of agents, they maybe throw money at some kind of lead generation source, but then, you know, they're just getting these emails. They have no one holding them accountable. But if you know you're getting a call from Sam on Friday or whatever it is, maybe you're going to make those phone calls and make sure that it works for you. Because if you don't put in the work, it's not going to work.
100%. I'm gonna be sorely disappointed. I'm gonna let you know about it. I don't want agents producing that aren't actually producing for themselves, you know?
Right. That's awesome. So totally about a random tangent, just because you are in the tech space.
Yeah.
What do you think about Clubhouse?
Clubhouse. I was actually really enjoying Clubhouse, but I also found myself kind of feeling like it was too much like, hey, let's pat each other on the back and get some new business from this. But there are some moments in Clubhouse that are extremely special moments that you probably can't get anywhere else. For instance, a lot of people hated on this guy, Ty Lopez. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, right? Ty was, he started the whole movement of internet marketers starting agencies with his program and his YouTube video called, Here in My Garage. Just got this new Lamborghini. But you know what I like more than this Lamborghini are these bookshelves I just bought, because knowledge is power. But people thought he was a scam for years, and people think almost everything on the internet's a scam, and there's certainly a lot of scammers, but the guy just bought like 10 different retail companies like Modell's, Sporting Goods, Fashion Barn, and he hopped onto Clubhouse. He was in like South America and was just spitting game for 3 hours straight.
Amazing.
And I love Clubhouse for like those little gems.
Absolutely. It's also interesting. I feel like podcasts are going to become like something that we don't necessarily listen to anymore, because we can have like live feedback where you can have input on a daily basis and like listen to that in the car. It's pretty cool. Yeah,
it's really cool. Have you guys been hopping on doing some rooms in there?
I haven't. I am scared. I need to do it.
Totally, I feel you. It takes a little bit of getting used to.
Exactly. I'll be like in the background for a little while, but I know you have to run because you're a busy guy, but I really wanted to thank you for your time. I really, really appreciate this. I think for those agents out there who are sort of at that brink, they want to keep on growing their business. This is such an amazing opportunity to work with someone like Sam, because you're just going to be able to take it to the next level. So I do encourage you to reach out to him. And Sam, if you want to just say how people can get a hold of you.
Sure thing. So I would just reach out to me directly on the DMs and we'll set up a call. I do not just go straight into pitching or selling services. Like, I just want to chat with you, see where you're at in your business, and see if I can actually help you. We'll do our due diligence and make sure this is something that would actually work for you. In addition, I'm rolling out a coaching program now. So if you want to learn how to do this stuff yourself, if you have a marketing coordinator on your team or a business development specialist that actually is in the weeds implementing these new technologies, different ad platforms, the coaching program is going to be huge for people that kind of want to learn to do this themselves. And it's also more cost effective over the long term if you have the time to do it and the leverage. So you can reach out to me via DM, learn more about it, or you can, of course, give me a call. I got a website. We're on Facebook probably, so you can check out my Facebook profile and
and I'll link it all up too on the video.
Perfection. I appreciate that, Liz.
Yeah, of course. Well, so great to see you. And again, I appreciate your time, and I'm hopeful that a lot of agents will take advantage of this because it's such a great company you're growing.
I appreciate that. Look forward to hearing from y'all.
Yes, thanks, Sam.
Good to see you, Liz. Take care.
Bye.